Cheryl Casone, Dow Industrials now down 250.
Yes.
What can you tell us?
All right. 517,000 jobs were added. 517,000 jobs were added. We're looking at an incredible amount right now.
Blockbuster.
Yeah. All right. That's a blockbuster number. 60.4 is what, Emmy? What are you telling? Labor force participation, 60.4. Let me go through the numbers right now. Okay, the jobless rate coming in at 3.4%. So the jobless rate is coming in weaker than expected. The estimate was for 3.6%. The rate coming in at 3.4%. But again, I got to go back to that non-farm number. Holy cow. 517,000 jobs out of the estimate was 185,000. Labor force participation rate, 62.4, which is a little bit better than we saw the month before. Average hourly earnings, all private workers, 0.3%. 0.3%. That was in line with expectations. All private workers, hours, 34.7. So that's a little bit stronger than we were expecting here. Government jobs, 74,000. Factory jobs, 19,000. Private sector jobs, 443,000 private sector jobs. Guys, the estimate was 197,000. That is just an incredible number, to be clear here. So going through some of the numbers, I'm going to go through the breakdown, give you everything. I know y'all are looking at leisure and hospitality. I'm going to get to that in a second. But again, 517,000 jobs added. 3.4% is the unemployment rate. That is less than the expectation of 3.6%, and that is actually less than what we had for the month of December. Manufacturing jobs, 19,000. The estimate was 6,000. Private payrolls, got to reiterate this, 443,000 jobs. The estimate was 190. Average earnings month over month in line, 0.3%. Average earnings year over year, a little bit stronger, 4.4%. Not less, more. That's interesting, Steve Moore. I'm looking over at you. And again, average work week hours, 34.7. The estimate was 34.3. Government jobs, 74,000. And reiterating, labor force participation, 62.4. Now let's get into the actual report and give you a further breakdown of what we're saying as far as where the jobs were created and what the government is saying, because I really would like to know as well, folks. All right, what they are saying here, leisure and hospitality was a gainer in the report. Professional and business services, a gain for the report. Healthcare, a gain for the report. These are the factors that the government tells us is what really drove the numbers. They're also saying, as far as government, that a lot of it was return of workers from a strike. That is what the government is saying. Again, you've got two monthly surveys, the household survey in particular as well. If you move into where the actual jobs were created, leisure and hospitality, that was a strong one. 128,000 jobs were created just in leisure and hospitality. And that was only 89,000 in December. Okay. Food services, drinking places, 99,000 jobs. Accommodation, hotels, 41,000, going back to that, I'm sorry, accommodation, that also was 15,000 jobs. So leisure and hospitality, I'm going to send it back to you because I want to go through more of this report. But leisure and hospitality is still below pre-pandemic levels. But it is still a big piece of the gains that we saw. And I got to go back to that healthcare number, 58,000 for healthcare. Ambulatory services, nursing, 17,000. Construction, 25,000. Transportation, warehousing, 23,000. I'm going to send it back to y'all. But again, what a surprise. That's all I can say. What a surprise.